break. Papatoetoe was all Papatoetoe, it was all them, it was for pretty much most of that first half, and they'll be looking to try and maintain that momentum as we get ready now to kick off. Our match manager down there on the halfway mark is Luana Kim, and I think keeping her company here today is Evelyn Brooker. Sorry about that, Evelyn. Evelyn Brooker, who's one of the ARL directors. So we've got teams getting ready to get into shape for kickoff. Corey the caller, young Corey Ross, is back with us again, and he's wearing that fabulous Queensland beanie that any New South Wales Blues supporter would just love to pick him up and throw him over the balcony.
You can't beat a winner, Troy. The State of Origin teams, of course. Queensland continuing their reign of dominance this year. Great to see. But in the meantime, we get back to something a bit more local, and Papatoetoe, with a good tactic off the kickoff, just drilled the kick low and hard down towards the corner and just goes straight through the legs of the Edmund attempted catcher, and that is an ideal start for Papatoetoe. So they will now start this set about 15-20 metres out from the line, in fact. And a great start for Papatoetoe, getting possession back off the kickoff.
That hand's now gone into full 100% cramp as I now swap the mic over. And you won't hear us complain here at the SAS College Rugby Leagues. Standing up here sideline, and and we're away off the scrum base.
Yeah, good carry for Papatoetoe, but in fact it's not a great carry because he's dropped the ball. So again, yet another error in this scrappy encounter here at Mount Smart Stadium number 2.
Lights are starting to warm up now.
Yeah, you know it's real footy when the lights come on. Great to see some nighttime footy here in the Auckland Rugby League. And of course, if you're with us now, we've got 3 games being streamed live around the world today, culminating with the big one, the SAS College Rugby League Grand Final between perennial heavyweights St Paul's College and newcomers Wesley College. Going to be a cracking game, but in the meantime we've got a close one on our hands here as SirEdmundHillary work it out 15 metres from the line. 2 minutes into the second period. A steady crowd building here at Mount Smart Stadium number 2. We expect it to be right up there come game time in the big one. St Paul's College, always a well-supported school. Of course, a lot of old boys still hanging around these ways. A lot of them working at the Vodafone Warriors next to us, in fact. So SirEdmundHillary now work it up towards the 40. Tackled well by Mahi, who has been impressive today for Papatoetoe. Out towards the left edge, and this is the number 11 for SirEdmundHillary.
Good off play there. Switch play. SirEdmundHillary starting to throw it around a wee bit. They've got to take it forward though. Referee's giving them good 10 there for Papatoetoe.
So last tackle, chip over the top, something a little bit different, and they're a good shot at regathering this, and in fact they have got it. Great bump off there. Here we go. This could be a great try, but excellent cover tackle from.
It's what they do now in the next 10 seconds. Corey will count.
They've taken the right option out towards that right edge. What a covering tackle. Papatoetoe, take your hats off. That is a fantastic display of cover defence from the leaders of this match. Troy, they looked like they were gone when they broke through. A couple of offloads. SirEdmundHillary took the correct option, went towards the right edge, but just a great covering tackle from there. And I can see the big smile on your face. You love it.
Oh, mate, if I was blind listening to you call that, mate, I'd be excited. Just in regards to giving you a great opportunity to raise your voice, and you're right, there was some real excitement over there. They came close, and great defence by Papatoetoe, putting them into touch. And now we get ready to see what happens. This might well have a game on our hands here, Corey. Might well have a game.
I've got to get excited every few minutes. The only thing keeping me warm up here, the hands are going numb. If anyone cares about the poor old commentators up the top here at Mount Smart Stadium number 2, but Papatoetoe work it out now. 25 metres out, that's a good carry from the 16 for Papatoetoe. Malutoa. And Papatoetoe certainly the bigger of the sides here today. They've got a couple of absolute giants in their team, that front row. But again, it's one-out stuff, Troy, and I think really, I'm not sure that's the best tactic for this team. They've got the size advantage. I'd be getting those big boys involved, getting them some front foot ball and trying to get a quick play the ball off the back of it. But anyway.
EdmundHillary still getting back on side. That young fella's still walking. Yeah. He's still, and he looks like he's in the Papatoetoe team.
Uate with a good break. The ball spills out the back. Just the execution is way off from both teams right now. We see an attempted kick which is just dropped. And that is poor play. So just no patience at all from either team so far. You see the trainer out there, Troy, signaling, calm down. Let's use the ball, use our full sets. But so far, minimal sets completed in this game, and it's a frustrating watch in some ways. These teams look like they've got a bit to throw at each other, but we're not seeing it because they're not getting past tackle 3 or 4.
I think the temperature's dropping a couple of more degrees whilst we're still... Oh!
Almost.
Sorry, yeah, I got excited there. Just fingertips to it. A little knock on. If he had caught that, I think you could shut the gate. And there's an old term for you, Corey. It's got nothing to do with dogs and sheep. He was gone under the sticks.
Yeah, Melvin, Miley, La'a coming up. Looked for the glorious intercept. Almost got it. But it comes up with a drop ball in the end. So the 11 will feed this scrum. Halafi.
Great D. Pushed him back about 3-4 metres there.
Good first up contact from Papatoetoe, as you mentioned, Troy.
Oh. Little ankle biter there. Chopped him like a tree.
We're busting out all the retro terms today. The ankle biter. Just looking at the fullback, Joshua Cooper, he's dropping a long way back from his defensive line. He's a good 20 metres behind the defensive line right now, perhaps anticipating a kick in this tricky wind. You see him there directing traffic a little bit, and we're about to see a kick as EdmundHillary approach the end of this set.
Yeah, no, I like the look of that Papatoetoe fullback. He's got good vision, he's got good communication, and seems to read the game very, very well. Here we go.
As you see a bomb come up, have you put the mocker on him here, Troy? He's not going to get a shot at it. They're going to let it bounce, and it'll beat everyone in the end and bounce out of play. So Papatoetoe to feed a scrum 25 metres out from their own line. A field in pretty good condition considering some of the weather we've had of late. Congratulations to the groundsman here at Mount Smart Stadium, number 2. Done a very good job preparing the pitch for what is a big night of College Rugby League football, with the Auckland Rugby League brought to you by SAS Apparel and Hayden and Rollitt. As Papatoetoe now working off the scrum, and surprise, surprise, another error. EdmundHillary with the ball now, and it's a big carry. Now let's see what they can do. Remember, there's 4 points in this game. He's still going. They won't get underground.
Oh, he showed the strength of a Dodge Ram truck.
Fantastic carry, and I think that was Solovi off the bench, the 17.
Oh, he's dropped it. Yep, no, the ref's allowed to turn over, and here we go. Papatoetoe settling to get outside their 20. Bit of a juggle there. Crowd starting to fire up over on the far side.
Offload heavy football inside your 20 metres. That is an absolute coach killer, that one. They've held on to it so far, but Papatoetoe need to get the forwards involved here. Revert back to a simple style of play. You don't have to try and score points on every single play, which looks like they're doing there. And there's a good carry from the 10 for Papatoetoe. TJ Loamanu.
Personnel down there in the background still. He still hasn't got up. He's slowly getting back into the defence line now.
He's a big boy, this Jesse Sumituala. This kick from inside the 40. It's not going to matter because it is outside the field. And a kick out on the full. So another error. And Troy, I'm struggling to remember the last time we saw a completed set. Have we seen one in the second half? I don't think we have.
I think you'll just really look on the stats. Yes, we have. There's been one, but that's all. So, you know, a little bit shy there on what we're looking for. And as you rightly point out, you know, we need to have some discipline, both sides. And I think looking at the scoreboard now, that sort of plays a wee bit into contention in regards to they've got to have some patience and they've got to play their full set of 6 out. I think retention of the ball, bit of patience, that's who's going to end up coming in over the top of this. So let's see how we go.
A nice little inside play there, and he's put him into a little bit of space, but Papatoetoe get together well to tackle the number 1, Junior Fuhr from PapatoetoeVSirEdmundHillary, who has stayed down, perhaps just got a little twist of the leg there at the end. Trainers come on to check he's all right. Look like anything too serious, hopefully.
Once again, big raps to the CTAS team down here, bringing us this fabulous footage live, not just here and across New Zealand and across the world. And thanks once again to the Auckland Rugby League allowing to support it and let it go out through the aucklandleague.co.nz website. Crowd starting to fire up over there. I think we're going to get a wee bit more excitement, Corey, as we get down to the later half of this 20 minutes or so. And the referee's made a ruling here.
Yeah,
having a bit of a chat. He's not happy.
A little bit of aggro going on there, and the referee quick to stamp that out and says that'll do, boys.
And good to see young Tale Anderson down there sideline hobbling around with a busted leg, making sure that we get enough good photos for Grassroots. And Grassroots comes out every month, courtesy of the Auckland Rugby League, and that gets distributed online. Here we go. Good bustling run there. Oh, bad ball retention.
Wow.
Referee down here banging himself on the head.
And you really get the feeling the next team that can complete a couple of sets might well come away with this one, because it has been a scrappy old affair here at Mount Smart Stadium so far. Papatoetoe work it out from their own half.
Papatoetoe showed so much promise in that first half. You know, they were dominating, they had all the field possession, and now it started to turn into a wee bit of a grind now, and it'll come down to, as we said, who retains the ball for the 6 and completes those 6. And that's the ball's rolled out. That linesman's got the flag up.
Well, I've just about run out of excuses for these errors. I'm not sure what's going on out there. There's certainly some impatience from both teams, and it is both teams. You know, it's not one team making the errors here. They're matching each other error for error, which is the disappointing thing. But there are 13 minutes left in your season, 13 minutes left to try and win an SAS College Rugby League title. So let's see which one of these teams can do it. Who wants it most now? As PapatoetoeVSirEdmundHillary packed down 40 metres out from the line. We've got a couple of busted PapatoetoeVSirEdmundHillary bodies down on the turf in front of us here, Troy, getting attended to. So for the time being, they're down to 15 players.
And it's one of those things, Corey, being a school night, you want to come away with a win so you can get to school nice and early tomorrow just to show them the silverware. That's
right, absolutely. We head now over halfway. One thing you would have to give Papatoetoe a huge rap for has been their line speed and commitment in defence. They've actually defended really well despite the errors on attack. As we see there, a great offload, and there's space out towards the right, but again, good scramble from Papatoetoe. It was Fuhr who got involved, and we've seen him hanging off the shoulders of his big boys a couple of times so far in this game. Good dart out of dummy half now. I'd like to see a left side shift here. Let's try them out. They are numbered up at this stage. Out towards the back. Has a second thought about it, and nothing kick in the end, which is saved by a good kick chase. So not too sure about the option there. In the end, the execution was okay. They got a good chase on it and forced the repeat set, the first repeat set of this game.
I think, to be fair, he tricked himself, and I think he's managed to get an opportunity out of that, which is good. So let's see what the PapatoetoeVSirEdmundHillary team does now. The next set of 6, and it may be nice to make things interesting to get 4 points on the board and tie this up as we get down towards the back end of this half.
The dropout goes 35 on the fly, and he ends up just about back where he started by the time the Papatoetoe chasers get there. But we've got a penalty, and it's for a late flop, I believe. So this is a great chance now for SirEdmundHillary, one of their best chances of the match, as you say, Troy, to even this ball game up, perhaps take the lead. We have 11 minutes left, 11 minutes to decide the SAS College Rugby League Premier Bowl final. And as it stands right now, evenly in the balance. We'll wait to see which team's got what it takes to break it.
Just down there on the 20. Big chat coming from Papatoetoe. Oh, great bustling run.
Good carry there. That's the number 8 for SirEdmundHillary. Linton Leo Maava.
Great offload by the halfback.
And here we go now. So SirEdmundHillary with a couple of big carries now. Papatoetoe backtracking. What have they got? Camped up against their own line. Papatoetoe. Fuel. Shows. Goes. Breaks 1. Breaks 2. Just pulled down short. He looks dangerous every time he touches the ball. This boy. Head back towards the sticks now. And it's a big carry from the 18. In fact, I believe it may be the 16. Nur Sangyam. Inches short of the line. Where are they going to go? Looks like they'll head back towards the sticks. One out stuff again. Holding it up in 2 hands, number 11. It's a drop ball though. Looked like he was attempting the offload out the back there. Halahifi, the half, wearing number 11. Don't be tricked. It's not a second rower. It is in fact the halfback. Maybe the number 7 not fitting.
Papatoetoe all one out at the moment. Bit of slippage. He stays down at that point. Slow to get to his feet, Corey.
Yeah.
Looked like there were 3 dummy halves there on that play the ball.
And they're looking tired now, Troy, as you mentioned, that both sides are looking tired. They've mainly through their own fault had to do a lot of defence today. Neither team able to hold the ball, so it's going to be a battle of attrition as these final minutes approach. Good first up contact there, didn't quite catch the number.
I feel they've lost their way a little bit. Like, I mean, there doesn't seem to be the same sort of enterprise that they had going on in that first half. And if you have a look around where they're gathering at the moment, something's not right. There's a big disconnect going on down there at the moment. The young fella that just played the ball just handed it away. He's obviously injured or something's not right. The loose forward's having a look at him.
I think we might have had a good old-fashioned dislocated finger there, popped back in by his mate, and he's ready to go again, and there he is with the carry. So
he said go this way, but his finger was pointing left as he ran off right.
Vincent Key, I believe, maybe looked like he popped the finger out there, and Dylan Uarte popped it back in for him. So a bit of bravery on display out there on the field, and that's a good catch in tricky conditions from the number 2, Junior Saina from SirEdmundHillary College. So now they'll have to work it out.
Back rows up there, great D.
It's a good set, really, from Papatoetoe. They're going to make SirEdmundHillary work it out. And as you mentioned, Troy, the defensive response is good as well. And a penalty. So here we go as we enter the final 8 minutes of the Premier Bowl competition for the SAS College Rugby League. SirEdmundHillary now to kick out of their defensive end. Should start this set. And they will 40 metres out from their own line. A swirling kick in the breeze.
Yep, as they're waiting for the ball to come back up to play. I think it's all or nothing now for the SirEdmundHillary team and Papatoetoe. Well, they really need to finish this off. I think there's no point hanging on by the skin of their teeth. They've got to get up now and make their presence felt in the defence. Get some shoulders in there. That little halfback's been doing a great job all day.
Lilo Maava with another good carry. He's been big in the last few minutes, in particular for SirEdmundHillary. Now is the number 16, Sang Yam, onto the ball. And to dummy half, Fully Tussi. Turns him back inside there, and good defence so far from Papatoetoe. They don't need a penalty here. They probably come close to conceding one there. Fully Tussi out of dummy half, and it is a penalty. Exactly what SirEdmundHillary wanted there. Papatoetoe just letting themselves down at the last minute. We'll have the quick tap and go by the look of it.
Well, maybe the second tap and go. And away you gone.
So now 20 metres out from the line here, and you would expect we will see the big number 8 brought into action in the middle. In the meantime,
great run.
Fully Tussi out of dummy half. Looked like he kept the carrying arm up. We're waiting for it. I believe we have a try. Tight ball game. Yes, we do, ladies and gentlemen. Tight ball game, 10 points all with 6 minutes to go. Great play there from the
Well, they
hooker.
turned their backs on them and they've paid for it, so there's going to be a massive conversation down there on the Papatoetoe line. Look at the high fives going on down here on the sideline with the reserves.
Papatoetoe just showing some good vision out of dummy half there. It was a spirited little run and got there in the end. He did really well, Troy, to keep that ball-carrying arm off the ground and avoid a double movement call. So smart play from the dummy half there and well done. And now they will kick from beside the post to lead with 6 minutes to go. And what a funny old game it's been. PapatoetoeVSirEdmundHillary, this is their first chance to take the lead of the match. They were really dominated through the first half, but went into the sheds at only 10 points to 6 down. And now have struck what could prove to be a killer blow. And Laurent, Leo,
and these are the moments, these are the moments that the kids dream of. You know, we're down to the few minutes, we're into the second half, we're in the grand final, and now I'm kicking.
You would have kicked a few possible game winners in your day, Troy. I believe you did do a little goal kicking. Did you have many big kicks?
Big kicks, little kicks, every kick counts. Every kick counts. And in moments like these, this is the stuff that you live on for the rest of your life.
So he steps in, and well, he won't live off that one because he's pushed it towards the right. Not the end of the world though for PapatoetoeVSirEdmundHillary. It's still 10-10. And are we headed for extra time? That was a poor miss, although in his defence, it was very windy here, Troy.
Mate. Okay, I'll agree with you, but those are the moments that you train for. Those are the moments that you dream about. That's the opportunity. You know, just offside, it was on his correct kicking side. You know, right-hander across the black dot there. A little bit of wind to win a grand final, and now we're at the all 10-all draw mark, and this is going to come down to guts now for the next few minutes, and who's got the big tank and how they grind it out. Let's see how much energy hits this team now. PapatoetoeVSirEdmundHillary take it back to the line. Papatoetoe's got to get their energy up now, and they've got to really get up there and start hitting these guys and knocking them over.
Crowd's getting excited. The commentators are getting excited. We're still cold. That's the only thing that's remained the same from the start of this game, as PapatoetoeVSirEdmundHillary now work it out. And Troy, you mentioned there's the spring and the step. They know they got the upper hand at this stage, but that is an error, and it may well be a costly one with 4 minutes to go. 40 metres out from their line. Desperately needed to complete a set there and failed to do so. So Papatoetoe will get a chance to counter.
So you know what's going through my mind, Corey, if I was out there playing, as with everyone who's watching this on the SAS streaming, with the wind at your back, your Papatoetoe, what do? I think we're going to see a drop goal.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. You wonder if you maybe use one set to try and go for the try. It's probably the easier option given the fact that there is a breeze, although, as you say, it's behind them. It's in their favour, Papatoetoe, so we will wait and see as they don't look in a hurry early on, and perhaps, Troy, it looks like they may already be thinking field goal. Plenty of talking going on, trying to get to their points on the field. We'll see what happens now as play goes on. There's a big group of big boppers waiting to carry this ball forward. It'll be the number 11 who gets it, Julius Ituati. They're in good position here if they want to have a crack. Cooper's out the back, but I don't think they will. Instead, they'll go to the right. And a cutout ball there, well caught in the end. It was half-to-half play. Mahi did well.
Line, mate. They're just attacking the line. I don't even think it's coming to their radar.
Out of dummy half, but it's good.
Maybe now.
Marker defence. They're too close, I think, Troy. They're too close, and they'll go to the right edge. Edmunds now with a chance, puts a little step on. Is he going to get there? Well scrambled, PapatoetoeVSirEdmundHillary. Great line defence.
And he's just played the ball to nobody. He obviously didn't know what the count was. And, you know, you can't afford to be doing that at this part of the game. Just sidestepping yourself doesn't count. And
you would think they may get 2 more uses of the ball at most, Papatoetoe, depending what happens on these ensuing sets. Can ill afford a penalty now. Whatever happens, it's got to be clean, and you want to try and keep PapatoetoeVSirEdmundHillary trapped inside their half. 2 minutes 20 remaining in this SAS College Rugby League Premier Bowl final, brought to you in association with Hayden and Rollett, as we see a dropped ball from PapatoetoeVSirEdmundHillary. You've got to be kidding me. Just when they needed to complete the set, wind the clock down, another drop ball, and impatience yet
knock
again.
On both ways.
So knock on both ways. I think we will see no advantage here, and it will be a Papatoetoe feed.
Well,
Troy,
my young friend, it goes in the scrum, comes out the scrum, drop goal.
So there you have it. Troy Hardy's cornered early. He wants the early field goal. They've got a couple of options. I believe Cooper can kick them at fullback, and also the halves, Mahi and Edmunds as well.
The half's gone really wide here, so it looks like he could be shaping up to do the trick.
So out of dummy half, and Uate will take a settler first of all, and they don't need a drop ball here. They don't need any silly offloads. Uate pulls a couple in. A handy start to a set if you do hope to boot the field goal. They head out towards the right edge now. And the number 8, Rodney Afui, with a good carry. They are to the right of the post. At this stage, this is not ideal field goal territory. They'll head out to the right again. It's a cheeky little dummy half dart. He looks like he may have got, he's very close. The ball was down, but just short. Another one, and they catch the napping, and that may well be the final out of dummy half. We didn't quite catch the number there. We'll try and get that for you soon.
4, was it?
I think it may have been the number 4, Melvin Miley La'a.
So they burgled it. No need for the drop goal when you can get a try.
And as the final seconds count down, we may not even get a restart of play here, so it looks like that will decide it. Papatoetoe High School seconds away from being your SAS College Rugby League Premier Bowl champions.
As he's getting ready to kick, you know, I can't help but reflect back to just moments ago when the Edmund-Hillary had the opportunity to put the 2 points on. That may have changed all of the body language, may have changed all of the mindset, and you know, going into that 10-all draw, just being burgled now at the death.
And we're not going to get a restart of play here, Troy. So this, I believe, will be the game as the clock ticks down. And that is it. Congratulations, Papatoetoe High School, your SAS College Rugby League Premier Bowl champions for 2016. A scrappy old affair, which they come out on in the end thanks to a clever try in the final minute out of dummy half. An exciting game, Troy, and perhaps a good starter for our Festival of Rugby League today.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Good crowds too. A lot more people starting to come in down here at Mount Smart number 2. If you are out and about today, it's $2 to come down and join us. See the next